Today's video is for FLL junior mentors who are about to start their team. So in order to create a team, you first have to have an account with FIRST. So you go to firstinspires.org. You can see that's the link up here. And when you get there, you're going to see these two. Now, once you've finished doing your sign up and registered your account, you can then log in. So I'm going to click on there. And it shows you this information that you have to fill in. Everywhere there's a red asterisk, you fill it in. That will give you your first account. Then you'll be able to create your teams from your dashboard after that. So now that I've created my account, my first account, I can go and log in. And once I see my email address and the password I created, I can click down here. And it allows me to log in to what is now known as my dashboard. And as you can see in my dashboard, up at the top right corner, it has my name. It has all the teams that I'm affiliated with. You won't have any of these because obviously you don't have any teams yet. So what you have to do at this point is you would go and you would create team. And when you go to create team, you're going to choose one of these two. Now, just a word of caution, please choose lead coach mentor 1, not team admin. This is actually the more powerful role. You need to have two, and they both need to have a youth protection policy screening, which is like a vulnerable sector check in Canada, and we'll talk about that later. So we click on there, and then we choose our program. The program that we're interested in at this time is the FLLJr Junior, which is ages 6 to 10 or grades K to 4 is usually what it's listed as. So we're going to click on that. So it says you have some options. Most of you would choose an individual team, but some schools may choose to do a season pass or a large seasons pass. So we're going to choose an individual team. So we're going to select and continue and choose that one. And then basically you need to fill in some information about your team. So I'm going to pause this, fill in information, and come back. Okay, so I filled out my profile. I've chosen a team name up here. By the way, your team name, you can change it later, so don't worry about it if you don't have it. A great one. And I've put in some information, Canada, and I'm going to put in my city as Newmarket, if I can spell it. And I'm going to select Ontario as my province. I don't have a website at this point, so I'm not going to be concerned with that. I'm not going to check these off, but if you were a brand new team, you might want to get someone to mentor you. And then, as it explains here, there's some stuff that's going to get shipped to you, and so you need to have a shipping address. Mine is one that I've made up. But once you've done that, then you can click on the next button and go to the next part. It now requires a school organization type. Now, there's some confusion that a lot of people think that you have to be in a school. You don't. So very often FLL junior teams are actually family and community teams where parents decide they're going to start it, or they might be a homeschool organization where they create some teams. Might be the public library. We have some in public libraries like Uxbridge, Newmarket, Aurora, Mississauga, and Richmond Hill. It could be a youth organization like a 4-H club, Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, all those kinds of things. So we're going to choose this time, I'm going to choose family community, and it's just asked for a description, my kids and their friends. And then I'm going to go next. So it's at this point, you're done. You actually have a team. When you get to the confirmation, I'll show you that. But now you should have a second mentor. Now, in a school setting, you need to have two regardless. But even if you're doing it as a family and friends team, which is the one I'm doing, you have to have a second one. And they have to get screened. So I'm going to put down John Hobbins because he said it was okay. And I'm going to put down J. Hobbins. I had it right the first time. At firstinspires.org. And then I go next. So you can see it says you can do that later. You don't have to do this, but you do have to have two. You're the first one, and this is the second one as we're going through that. So now it tells me I have a team. I have it's giving me a temporary number, and I'll have a temporary number until till I pay. And again, you've not committed to anything at this point, but eventually you do. So we're going to go back to next steps to the dashboard and see how to finish off here. So when I come back here, excuse me, it's going to list the teams that I have, and the one that's here is the one that I'm dealing with right now. So you can see it's called Junior Keenan 1. There's the temporary team number that we had. It says it's First Lego League Junior, an individual team and not a season's pass. But it tells me I have some outstanding items that I have to still do. And one of them is, because I just invited John Hobbins and he hasn't responded yet, I still only have one league coach mentor. The second part is I have to have I have to do a youth protection screening. So I've done it, so that's why it's showing up here with this green check mark. It won't show that for you because you probably haven't done it. If you've been involved with a group where you had to get a vulnerable sector check by the police in your town or by the OPP, then you can actually send it to the people at first and contact me if you want to see what that email address is. Other than that, if you haven't done that, you would click on here and it would take you to a website that will allow you to do it. First, US is paying for it. It's done in Canada through the RCMP, and it's done online. So if you do have information about any questions about that, you can actually contact me at the numbers that I put in here or this email address. I hope that was helpful, and good luck with your FLL junior season.